We're going to be starting in our diagnostic menu. When working on trucks that have their own engine, like an International, a Mack, this is where you'll be going. Our color designation for American-made trucks is blue. Red are your European trucks, and your Asian trucks are green. So if you're going to be working on a Hino, this is where you'll be going. However, if you're working on a truck that has a Caterpillar, a Cummins, a Detroit, a FCAR, a Perkins, a Deutz, or a PSI, this is where you would want to go. Our next section here is our agricultural equipment. This is where you go for anything John Deere, whether it's construction, agricultural, industrial. You have Case New Holland as well, and then all your construction equipment. ABS and transmission for medium and heavy duty trucks will be covered in this section. So when you're going to be diagnosing a truck, the first thing you want to check is that your VCI is connected over here. We're going to go back to our diagnostic menu. We're going to actually go, seems counterintuitive, but we're going to go to car selection. We're going to go OBD2 and OBD diesel. What this will allow us to do is it'll allow the truck to tell us what modules it has in it. So in this case, this was just a standard 6/9 pin connector. That's where we're going to go, and we're going to go in standard fast protocol. We'll hit start test. It'll take a couple seconds for it to basically do a handshake with all the modules. So now we have all the modules, as you can see. So some trucks will communicate in 1708 and 1939. In this case, this truck only communicates in 1939 because it's a newer truck. So one of the reasons we use this is to see what type of brake system, for instance, has, or what type of engine. So I'm just going to go into engine. Now from this section you can read and clear codes, see live data, but I prefer to go directly to the manufacturer's tab for that. We're going to read diagnostic ECU information. So we know now this has a Cummins engine. It gives you all engine serial number, all that good information. You can read your codes here. We're not going to go into it here. I'd prefer to go in it under Cummins, and we'll cover that later. The one thing I do want to know is what type of brakes this has, because there's a multitude of different brake systems, and rather than hunting and pecking through the system and getting no ECM response, it's a lot easier to let the tablet tell us what system is in here. So in this case, this has a Wabco system. This is a tractor ABS-E. You just want to remember that for later reference. So now we'll just back out of this section, and we'll go to back to the diagnostic again. I'm going to go here. Since now we know this had a Cummins engine, I'm going to go in under engines, Cummins, and continue. That message will go away once you register the tablet. Okay, I'm going to go in diagnostic mode, and I'm going to do smart detect. This is actually telling us what the voltage is on each pin of the truck, which is helpful, and I'll show that in another location later as well. Okay, here's all your engine information. For Cummins, we're just going to go down to the bottom. We're going to hit confirm, and now we're kind of in the heart of everything. So here I can read my fault codes. I don't know if I have any fault codes on this particular truck, and I do. So while we're here, I'm just going to make a quick report so that, and I can call this anything for now. I'm just going to call this T and 1, so test 1, and going to go down here, hit OK, select all, and OK. So I've made a report which we can access later, and this will bring up every single truck is not running currently. So we have our engine coolant temperature. I clicked on that. I could see my accelerator pedal, engine speed. Whatever I select will go up to the very top and those particular PIDs will refresh 50% quicker than all the others. I can also graph up to 4 things at once. Okay, or I can go, if I was just looking at my after treatment, I just wanted to see my parameters there or my sensors, I can go to selected ones if I would like. Action test, I'm going to confirm there. And this is where I can do my after treatment regeneration, filter degreening, FCAR maintenance, cylinder cutout tests. All my tests can be run here. On this engine, there's a multitude of them that we can do. We also have features and parameters. This is where I can change parameters on a truck. Something like speed limits, idle shutdown timers, PTOs, whatever I want to change. So you would look for whatever you're looking to change, like a road speed governor, confirm. And this is where I would then go to change any of these, and sometimes it will give you a range. Okay, the top range for my accelerator speed limit governor is about 120 miles an hour on this truck. Don't want to exceed this. This one is topped out. Okay, I also have my advanced ECM data. This is where I would go in to do after treatment maintenance. If I change in FCAR DPF filters, if I need to turn off maintenance monitors, any of those type of functions, that's where this will be covered. If you're ever having a problem diagnosing a truck and you see that the VCI is connected over here and you have the green dot next to it, you can go to the detect toolbox, pin detection, and we could see what our voltages are at what pins. So you should see somewhere between 11 to 12 volts here. Our 2 grounds should be zeros, and then this is your can high, can low over here. And they should be about 2.3 to 2.5, somewhere in that range. If you don't see voltages there, you may have a blown fuse or something else wrong with the truck. So a lot of people spend a lot of time, and you can always confirm this by plugging into another truck. All right, well, here at the main screen, we also have the main, since this is an Android tablet, you can get to the main screen here. We have Firefox loaded on here, as well as TeamViewer for quick support. I'm going to go back to FCAR here, and we're going to get into where to grab some of these reports. So earlier we made some reports, so I will go to Data Management, Report. This is our very first report that was just simply the codes. You can come in here, and if you decided you wanted to keep these records and you wanted to come in here and edit this and say that you changed a particular sensor or whatnot, you can go ahead and enter that information in here and save it, so that for a later date you can see, oh, I had that particular code. Now I want to go back and actually see if that's the same code I had before, because I don't remember, and what my action was for correcting and fixing that problem. This was our other more lengthy report that had all the codes and such. And so back here at the main screen, the other section that we'll cover more at a later date is the updates.